You're listening to REGNAD Radio.
It's a natural beauty, fam. And it will never betray you.
Do you know what? Again, off topic. Like, I can't even remember what we had to talk about anymore. Yeah.
The last,
I just want to say it's one thing. It's the maddest thing, yeah, because of what you just said. Yeah, that someone betrayed you, bro. I had a nightmare the other night because I've been struggling with sleeping or whatever.
Oh yeah, you've had mad insomnia recently.
It's
Anyway,
mad. And when I did get to sleep, I had this nightmare, bro. My nightmare was that the sky fell, and when I say the sky fell, I mean the ozone layer, like, just descended onto only half of the planet, and I was in the half that it didn't descend onto, yeah, and the other half just like froze, innit? Like, it had like, I don't know, like 6 or 7 hours, and then everything and everyone on that side froze.
right.
And like, that was it. So then we just had half a planet. Like, and then when it was orbiting, like, you could go and like mine like water from over there now and shit, and yeah, and that's just how the world worked.
That
everything just got Thanos, bro. That was the nightmare, innit? How mad is that, bro? Touch wood and that, innit? Because
that sounds like a very dreams are booky, man.
Imagine if I just gave someone that idea
podcast,
for like a movie or whatever, and I'll never know.
You'll never know. Yeah. Oh well, yeah. There was this British, these two British guys. They were doing some sort of show on. Yeah, it was fine. You know, a podcast. But, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we just thought, you know, you take inspiration from the smaller places, but that is nuts, bro. The after. So yeah, I can imagine it. The half the Earth just frozen.
Because we just started it.
2000. But I think what you're saying is realistic. I'm not a scientist, but I remember. You remember the disaster film? Another segue, but the disaster film 2012, and there was a part. I think they were in New York, or it's supposedly
LA.
supposed to be.
2012 is set in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, wicked. Oh yeah, Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah. Is it Golden Gate Bridge?
It's set in Los Angeles because he has to drive through Hollywood and like parts of the Hollywood sign for, I think.
I thought it was kind of across. I think it was across. No, I think it was across California because it's a disaster movie.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
To, Yellow Tree or something like that.
Something like that.
Which is like up in Joshua Tree, I think. Or something. Anyway,
my geography is poor, but I know San Francisco's in California, right?
Yes.
Yeah. There you go. I think it's one of them.
Just sways you off of your point for no reason.
It's no problem. It was just a short point, but I think if something like that was to happen and the Owens was to get merch, it would just be different weathers everywhere, which, funnily enough, is kind of already happening. Not gonna go there anyway.
Come on. Yeah, because I need to procreate before we merch this. Oh, but do I?
Bring in Yola.
But if I know it's about to get merged, do I want to bring, like...
You know what? I still, in my weird little mind, have a hope that, like, somehow my offspring will become a superhero, and that's that.
Yeah, come on. What's your superhero name gonna be?
It's not gonna be mine though. It's gonna be my offspring, innit? So I don't know.
What's he gonna call himself?
I don't.
Basically, what would you afford yourself if you're a superhero?
You try to draw man out. You try to draw man out. No, because the comments are gonna go. It's like you think you're gonna have. If you got any young viewers, they're just gonna. That's a stupid name. They're gonna get. I'm gonna get bare hate just from you sending licking off my head. You know nothing.
You know something you fucking dreamt about since you were a youth as well. Come on,
of course.
What powers did you have? You ain't got to tell me the name. What powers did you have?
Alright, the name I'm keeping to myself.
Yeah, because I'm gonna keep. My name's Trash. my superhero name is Trash, bro. I might be able 14-year-old K written.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. And it just stuck.
Yeah.
It just stuck.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it can't change because that is me.
Yeah,
it's not me.
But yeah, what were the powers?
Powers, they're mad, you know. I think I said it to you outside in the garden at that time. Madness, bro. All right, so basically, and I'll explain the system of how it works, how my powers work, yeah, because there's a power system in it. So long story short, the way I've got my powers, yeah, like, because there's a whole backstory, bro. Do you know what I mean? The way I've got my powers, yeah, is way back in time, essentially, times of perhaps Mesopotamia or Babylon, yeah, that kind of time, yeah.
Ross.
There was a tribe, yeah, that was just black people, yeah. They're like essentially a tribe of, I kind of called them Malaysian, but you know, I try to think, I'm not a writer, sue me. But they're a bunch of black people with powers, yeah. They were basically pacifists, innit?
Okay.
But essentially, they had individually had like control over their elements, kind of like an avatar kind of thing. But they never ever misused their powers, because the reason they had control over the elements was to basically mend the earth when it needed to be rained on, when it needed. So yeah, they were basically farmers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So long story short, they were, as you can imagine, moved to, because they were pacifists. Yeah. What do you mean, bro?
I'm there trying to tell your story,
Sorry.
bro.
I'm trying to summarize, because we're being long. I'm trying to summarize. Like, okay, so basically, they were invaded. They were invaded, yeah. Like Malaysian, like, they were invaded, yeah, and wiped out. And basically, because they did have like a defense force, like a warrior force, yeah. And one of the main soldiers, who was a part of my bloodline now, yeah, was like, in the future, there will be the return of my race, and it will be connected to my bloodline, and we will hold the power of lightning, fam.
Jeez.
You know them ways there. And then he got killed off. So present day now. Present day. I'm having a dream, like sleeping.